The wedding hall buzzed with happy sounds. Music filled the air, a sweet melody. Laughter spilled from every corner of the room. Fairy lights twinkled like captured stars above. Laila wore a gown of flowing white silk. She felt a radiant joy bubble inside her. Her heart danced with the rhythm of the celebration. It was a perfect end to a perfect day. Everything felt like a beautiful, vivid dream. She wished this feeling could last forever. Her new husband, Liam, stood beside her. His eyes held a universe of love for her. He smiled, and her world felt complete. They had shared their first dance as man and wife. It was a slow, tender sway under soft lights. Friends and family surrounded them with warmth. Their happy faces beamed with genuine affection. The energy in the room was infectious and bright. Love was truly the guest of honor tonight. Laila felt incredibly lucky, deeply cherished. Cheers and clinking glasses punctuated the air. Heartfelt toasts were made to their future. Each word was a wish for their happiness. Laila listened, her smile wide and sincere. She caught Liam's hand, squeezing it gently. He squeezed back, a silent promise shared. The day had been a whirlwind of beautiful moments, from the vows to this vibrant reception party. She tried to soak in every single detail. This was the beginning of their new life. Yet, amidst all the overwhelming joy, a tiny space felt empty, a gentle, almost silent ache in her heart. There was one person missing from the celebration, her mother, her guiding star, her first love. She imagined her mother's smile, her warm embrace. A bittersweet pang of longing touched her soul. She knew her mother would have loved this day, would have danced with an unmatched, vibrant spirit. Laila held on to that thought, a precious memory. Her mother's love was still a part of her. Laila needed a moment, a quiet breath. The joyous sounds of the party faded slightly. She slipped away from the dancing and laughter. Up the familiar wooden staircase, she climbed softly. Her footsteps were light on the worn steps. She felt a pull towards a special, sacred place. A room filled with memories, both old and new. A sanctuary where her heart felt understood. She sought a connection, a moment of peace. A quiet interlude before rejoining the night. She pushed open the door to her mother's old room. It was just as she remembered it, always. A faint, comforting scent of lavender lingered. Her mother's favorite flowers, a gentle perfume. Sunlight, now moonlight, streamed through the lace curtains. It cast soft shadows on the polished wood floor. The room felt peaceful, a haven from the world, a place where time seemed to slow its pace. Laila stepped inside, feeling a sense of calm. This room held so much of her mother's spirit. Dust motes danced in the gentle silver beams. They looked like tiny glittering diamonds in the air. Old books lined the shelves, their spines familiar. Stories her mother had read, worlds she had visited. A collection of small, cherished trinkets sat neatly. Each object held a story, a whispered memory. Laila ran her fingers over a smooth, cool stone. A small piece of sea glass her mother had loved. This room was a tapestry of her mother's life, a quiet testament to the woman she was. This space had been her mother's sanctuary, her place to think, to dream, to simply be. Laila often came here when she missed her most. She felt an undeniable closeness to her here. It was a bittersweet comfort, a gentle solace. The silence was not empty but full of presence. She could almost hear her mother's soft hum, or the rustle of pages as she turned a book. Tonight, on her wedding night, the feeling was stronger. A longing mixed with a profound sense of peace. Laila's gaze drifted across the familiar room. It settled on the old oak dressing table, tucked away in the corner, almost hidden. A small brown leather bag caught her eye. It was her mother's favorite, well-loved bag. She remembered her mother carrying it everywhere. The leather was soft and worn from years of use, a comforting, familiar object from her past. Laila felt a sudden jolt, a spark of knowing. Her heart began to beat a little faster now. She hadn't seen that bag in such a long time. not since the difficult days after her mother passed. It had been carefully stored away with other treasures. Seeing it now felt like a sign, a gentle nudge. Laila walked towards it, her steps hesitant. She reached out a hand, almost reverently. Her fingers brushed against the cool, smooth leather. It felt soft, familiar, comforting to her touch. A wave of unexpected emotion washed over her. This bag held more than just old belongings. With gentle care, Laila unclasped the bag. The click of the metal was a soft sound. Inside, nestled amongst some folded silk scarves, was an envelope. It was cream-colored, thick, and elegant. Her name was written on the front. Laila, penned in her mother's beautiful, flowing script. The ink was a deep blue, so familiar. Tears welled in Layla's eyes, blurring her vision. She knew instantly what this must be. A message, saved just for this very moment. Beneath her name, more words were written. For my dearest Laila, on her wedding night. A sob escaped Layla's lips, quiet and heartfelt. This was a gift from her mother, from the past, a piece of her heart left behind for her. Her mother had thought of this day even then. She had wanted to be with her somehow. Laila held the envelope close to her chest. It felt warm, as if holding her mother's hand. A precious, timeless treasure found at last. With fingers that trembled slightly, Laila opened the envelope. The paper inside was soft, slightly textured. She unfolded the letter with utmost care. Her mother's handwriting filled the page. So clear, so elegant, so unmistakably hers. Each loop and line brought a fresh wave of love. It was like hearing her mother's voice again, a gentle whisper across time and space. Laila took a deep breath, ready to read, ready to receive this final, loving message. My dearest Laila, the letter began softly. If you are reading this, know my heart is with you, always. Tears streamed down Layla's face, unheeded now. They were tears of love, of sorrow, of immense gratitude. The letter spoke of joy, of enduring happiness. It offered gentle advice for her marriage with Liam, words of wisdom, encouragement, and unwavering support. Her mother's love poured from every single word. She felt her mother's presence so strongly, as if she were right there, smiling at her. The letter urged Laila to be brave in life, to embrace every moment with an open heart, to love fiercely, and to cherish her new husband. It reminded her of her own strength, her own light. Her mother wrote of watching over her always, a guardian angel, a steadfast spiritual presence. Laila read each sentence slowly, absorbing the love. The words were a balm to her soul, a soothing reassurance. Her mother had known she would need this precious connection on her special night. Laila clutched the letter tightly to her heart. A profound warmth spread through her entire being. It was the warmth of her mother's unending love, a love that death could not diminish or erase. Her mother was with her in these words, in her heart. The sadness of her absence was still there, but it was now mingled with a deep, comforting peace. Her mother's love was a guiding light, shining on. It would illuminate her path forward, always. Love, Laila knew, truly transcends everything.